Do you think someone who starts when they're younger, like 12 years old, has an advantage over someone who starts over like 20?
I think like really depends on the personality of the person. Like of course a person that started as a kid, like 12 years old, they have more time to make mistakes and like fix it. And I always talk about this with the students. Like when you start with 22, 23 years old, you still have the same chance, or even older, like you still have the same chance to succeed and achieve the same thing, but you have less time for the mistakes. You have to rush. So everything that a kid is doing like 8 years, you have to do in 2 years. So I think the process is like more painful, and it's more stressful for sure, but you're still able to achieve the same goals and do the same things. I feel we all have a timeline as a competitor. Like once you get to the black belt division, you're gonna be on fire to do it for like 5-6 years, and after that everybody's gonna slow down. Like it's always like this. Some people like stop competing, some people like just like redirect their goals, or some people go to MMA. Like it's always like this. So if you start as a kid, like I did, like with 12 years old, I got my black belt. I was 20 years old. I won the first year. It's a black belt, and then I'm 27 now. So like was 7 years in the black belt division, and then after that you kind of like get tired, like, and you need to do something different. You need to plan something different for your life and move forward. For someone that started 23, 24, like it's gonna take like a couple years to get their black belt. They get their black belt with 27 years old, for example. Like they still have the same like 6-7 years competing in the black belt division. It's just like, I think the process, because the pressure is bigger, because an adult that starts training Jiu-Jitsu and have this goal of becoming a world champion in the black belt division, he knows how hard it is, and he knows how hard he needs to work. So the pressure is bigger. Like a kid that starts at 12 years old, like it's more, they're doing for fun. Like a lot of them already have the idea that what they want. Like for example, me and my brother, we already knew what we want. Like I remember in the first year, it's a yellow belts, we were already talking about like traveling, teaching seminars, and like planning what we would do for the future. A lot of my kids, like in the academy, they already know what they want. They just like have less pressure because it's just so much time. They can make mistakes and correct the mistakes. Like you see that like they worry less about losing because they know that they're gonna have so many tournaments in the future. Like it's less stressful as a kid. I feel that's why, like, and another thing that I think like counts a lot is that when a kid start training Jiu-Jitsu, they are open mind. Like everything that you teach, like they're gonna listen to you, they're gonna follow what you're saying. So that the level of respect, it's like, it's huge, and they're gonna do what you're saying. And an adult, like if they don't have the same open mind, like the same mindset that they have to listen to the person that know how to get there, like they're gonna make the mistakes and they're gonna waste their time, like make the mistakes, waste time again, and it's gonna take more time. They're still able to achieve, like if they really want to do it, if they work really hard, but it's just wasting time. If you get an adult that it's really open mind, has that kid mindset, you know, like doing everything that you say and listen, trying to fix the mistakes, and this one's gonna be way easier to work with, and the chance that this person's gonna succeed faster, it's way harder.
I see a lot other academies trying to do kind of the same thing AOJ is doing because it's successful. What do you think's the main difference between their schools and like AOJ?
Once I saw an interview with Steve Jobs, and they were talking exactly about this. Like they were saying that people were trying to copy iPhone, and it's pretty cool because like his answer was like clear. Like he had this like the perfect answer. Like he said that people can copy the hardware, but they will never be able to copy the software. And that's how I see, like, people can have a really nice facility. They can put the white mats and the white walls, but I think that this is not AOJ, you know, this is just a white facility. Like AOJ, it's like the work that we put there every day, like the dedication of the professors and all the coaches, like the environment that we have there. And everything, like the way we run the classes, like everything that's inside of the academy, like behind everyone that's working there, it's what makes AOJ special. So this is something that it's really hard to copy. I think it's impossible to copy because it's something that's inside of us. Like it's something that we have the desire to do that every day. We wake up with this mentality and we go there, we do that. I think like when I see a white academy, I think it's really cool because I see that we're inspiring people. People like they get motivated when they see us like succeeding, and they see the really nice facility, and it's really cool. I wish like all the academies were white and clean as AOJ. It would be much better for the Jiu-Jitsu community.